Hello, Collective. Welcome back to another reading. We're gonna jump into it. I felt called to get the cards out again. Just the two decks that I made, and then the Rider Waite. Um, but then we have a lot of other things coming up as well. But my guides and I have been wanting just to get this out for a minute. My guides have been talking to me about getting just some more card messages out using more of decks that I've made rather than um, the other ones that I have at this point, but we have death and upgrade. So there is an ending happening for an upgrade to begin. So you might be losing something, maybe a bit of stability, um, finances, however, but you're losing these things because you no longer resonate with that energy and you must release it in order to gain something more. That's kind of what's going on at this time. Yeah, again, and blessings is coming out. So this period of like drought and loss is only going to end for your blessings. It's only going to create more solidity in this time. But at this time, it's very important to just stay silent, be restful. Don't move too much. Um, and in that sense, don't move mentally too much. Don't move with emotions, move with wisdom. At this point, don't be emotional when you react to these things. We do have read in between the lines. There is something more that you've been telling yourself or something that you already intuitively know that you need to pay attention to as well. There has been, excuse me, previous context of what this is. So at this time, just be very aware of that. Yeah. So you are hidden, you are covered. Whatever is happening to you is not some sort of spell work. This is the divine working in on behalf on your life. This isn't due to someone else. So don't give that person or any other sort of person power over the circumstance that's happening. This is a divine intervention, is how it really feels, because you are being covered. Um, there is something as well that's hidden from you as well that you may be wanting to figure out as well, but at this time, this divine just needs you to, well, rest and sit still. Don't allow things to overwhelm you. Just go with the flow. Yeah, but time is also up for someone that was stealing from you. If you have been wondering about that, the divine is kind of putting that out. But this is a warning. This is a tower moment that leads to an upgrade. I feel like there is a choice you need to make as well. But as well, this is a choice that you've kind of had an idea that was coming up. This is a choice that I'm hearing either way, it's not going to be an issue, but there's one form of it that's a little bit more stressful and not meant for you as well. Like there's this energy of, I get it's coming out like this, like you can stay somewhere but it won't be, it will just be as stressful as it's normally been. Like there needs to be a change of environment that the divine is saying. But with that change of environment, you need to do so with an open arm without shutting things off. And again, we have you are protected. You are safe. You are protected by your angels. It is something about a home, maybe comfort, maybe you're getting a new home, finding something, but there are signs. Pay attention to the signs as well at this time. There's also like there's something about you know something, but you keep wanting to say it's a downgrade. Like there's this downgrade energy that you feel like is happening to like a home situation, or maybe this is like a past situation where your home life has been downgraded, where it's about to be elevated again. But you need to take a leap of faith at this time for that to be able to happen. I mean, that is the pathway, that is the mission that you're on at this point. And it has a lot to do with yourself, a lot to do with the moon. Check your moon sign as well to get um idea what's going on, but things are moving in your favor. There are blessings here for you. The elements are working with your favor. It's something about the universal law as well. It's like you haven't been putting out Even if people have been trying to project it on you, you have not been a cause for any sort of downfall. It is not your fault for other people not understanding what you're saying or the messages that you're trying to convey or understanding your life or what you do. That's not your fault. This is divine intervention. And my angel bracelet has been going off all day today with the heavy presence of Archangel Michael being around as well. So Michael's asking you to take this leap. Do not be afraid to. There's something just about the people around you are very arrogant and stuck in a form of lack of trust that you need to leave. Yeah, with here, this is like a cycle. This is like and with past life coming up, I don't feel like it's an actual past life. I feel like this is in your past, like this current lifetime in the past, a cycle where people just don't have faith in like what you're doing, and the divine is using that almost as like a testing ground, um as well to see if people deserve their karma. Again, like this is something that you were put on earth to do, is to be, walking karma for people. So understand that if there is flesh around you that's acting out, acting rude or acting in a very harsh manner, that is because the spirit in them knows that karma is about to hit them because they yet cannot pass a test that is happening. They cannot overcome um their own will. Yeah, with Anubis coming out, this is genuinely like you are being moved through. This is a rebirth energy. You are being wrapped up with Hathor, and Hathor is here too. Like this is about a beautiful new beginning, and it could be about your psychic abilities and enhancing, and they need to trust your psychic abilities as well at this time. But you are being guided, guarded, heavily protected this time to take a new chance. There is this like renewal of the heart, I feel as well, which is helping a lot of new manifestations come in. And again, with Michael being on the bottom, this is again truth. Michael's here, Anubis and Hathor are here. Osiris is coming through. And again, this is just the path that you've chosen. This is the path that you have to walk. Yeah, it's part of your contract. It's part of your spiritual contract that you signed up for. Even though you might not like it in the flesh, that's for your flesh to be upset with and not really your soul or your spirit, respectfully, because it's what you signed up for to do. And your entities, your goddesses, your guides, your gods, everyone that you have asked in the ether before you came down here to be your guides, to be, even if it is your order or however you wish to be or say it, they are all with you at this time, and they want you to know this is the big break. This is the time where you're supposed to move. And there's a lot of energy, and it's not fear, it's not anxiety. It is the element of energy that you need to be able to push yourself forward. It is when you take these new steps and walk this new path, a new road will be able to be paved. What you've been doing is painting the road different colors and expecting it to be different. And that's not what the divine wants you to do. The divine doesn't want you to walk on in a circle. All the yellow brick road is what I'm hearing heavily at this time. It's time to move on. It's time to move on, get some rest, relax. Your blessings are coming. This is like financial blessings as well. Like you have financial blessings coming in. This could be with the job. Like there is some sort of entertainment. So someone from an entertainment business or someone who, it's very interesting because the way entertainment's coming out, it could be like it's not like it's not bad though. I'm trying to figure out like words to say. This could be like music industry, this could be like your career. Someone finds you very entertaining in what you do. You bring a certain life to it, and you're expecting a message from them, or there's going to be a message get sent to you about it. Or maybe someone's going to be sending you a message about how someone feels weird that they don't have your gifts or something, or like how your gifts are needed. It's like this weird energy where someone wants to come talk to you and offer you something or tell you something, but they can't because they're like, something's not working for them. Yeah, this could be something about a past life as well. This could also just be someone messaging you, telling you about something that someone's done, and at the end of the day, um, it is coming up, so we do have to talk about it. So it is like someone could be sending you a message about how someone thought that they could, you know, they were more gifted than you or something. Yeah, this snake, they are very unstable, root chakra in reverse and stalker with glamour. Yeah, you just have someone that's watching you as well, but like at the end of the day, extra eyes should not stop you from moving forward. It's all about transmuting that energy and not allowing you to be ruled by man, which is fear, crown chakra energy as well. You might need to do some crown chakra clearing so you can actually understand these things because people stalking you should not stop you from moving forward, especially if you are a light worker energy. You have people watching you 24/7 if you are a worker energy, including entities, whether you want to define them as good or bad, that are constantly watching you. So there shouldn't be a fear of more eyes being added onto you. It just means that you're on the right path. So you need to keep moving forward, understand these things. And that's just the full-blown truth is that the more attention that you have is the more successful you are. And there doesn't need to be a fear of that success because that fear of the success of what comes with it is why you're not moving forward, is because you're afraid of being seen. You're afraid of people looking at you and having an opinion about you, which is causing this downfall from happening. Even if you don't want to be super famous, you're going to be known regardless for who you are. And you're going to have to accept that because, I mean, if you don't have to, but you're not going to receive what comes with that because you can't remove the ingredient from the recipe. So allow yourself to just really relax and not be so stressed out about people watching you. You always hear all the time how protected you are. There should not be an external fear. You should always just remind yourself that you are protected. And like the fear is just your own battle. It's a battle between you and yourself. It's not a battle between you and someone else. It's literally just you fighting yourself. No, like the eyes are not hurting you. It's that you keep applying like you're wondering who the eyes are attached to, like what flesh are the eyes attached to, and that doesn't matter. That's your problem, is that you're trying to dig in on something that doesn't need to be digged in. Like you're just causing your own problems because you have this like need for chaos because you're so used to being in like a fight or flight in this victimized energy that you like to put yourself in. So you need to understand that that energy should not be there anymore. You should remove that energy from yourself and move forward because people are going to be watching you regardless. I mean, you're on the internet. That you have more people watching you from the internet than you would if you weren't on it. So understand these very simple, like these things are very basic and just very known. Like you should just focus on the fact of the matter instead of the opinion that you wish to tell yourself to gratify a way of acting, a way of being, a label to put yourself on that literally demonizes you and damns you to a lesser level. Um, but that's that needed to come out. Jesus, thank you, Spirit. But we do have moon magic with the moon phases. This moon is very purifying. Someone that was doing rituals on you feels like a fool. Yeah. They're confused there's some sort of like music. Pay attention to songs that someone's trying to communicate to you with as well. That could be something that's coming up as well. It might be that you're tired of getting all these signs, but at the end of the day, as you being someone who has risen from their slumber, it is up to you to transmute this energy now. Now that you're aware of it, now you have control over it. And instead of giving your control away to the energy by letting it remain in your energy, it's time to take control and do something about it, actually, because you are this angel on earth here. Um, yeah, someone said that you would lose if they did all this magic, but they feel like a joke because there's just a bunch of silence coming out of them. So just really focus on yourself and focus on what you need to do at this time because the divine just needs you to know that you are safe. People are, you know, if they are, if people are attacking you, they're doing it without knowing what your actual religion or your actual faith is, knowing like what you actually believe in. So that's their fault on the first foremost. Like they can't really do much to you at all because they don't even know what you believe in. They only have these outside appearances. They don't know who you are. So that's why you need to really detach yourself from other flesh and really just focus on who you are, and what you need to do and not worry about what someone else is going to do because their issues are their issues and the divine is making sure that you get what you need to get done first before anyone else comes in and does some things. And that's not to just take credibility either, but it's very important to take accountability for your own faults and for your own actions in situations. That's the only way to grow. And it's not about being the bigger person. It's just about doing what is correct. It is about following the word that you say that you follow, whether you're Christian, Muslim, or just full on spiritual. Part of that journey is talking all about being honest with yourself and not lying. Like it is about being truthful. So even though you feel like you shouldn't be in a certain situation, there are things that you could have done better that you know of. Maybe you didn't have the energy to do so. Maybe you were exhausted and could not do that. But at that same point, you must take up for why you were exhausted. If you didn't know why you were exhausted, why didn't you know? What was around you at that time? Like self-reflect at this time. Like that's the magic. That's how these miracles happen because the only sin that you can have is anger, and that anger stems from you not being honest with yourself, with you not listening to yourself. So we do have the Eight of Pentacles reversed and the Five of Cups. There is something about work not working as well. Something about you not receiving the efforts from your labor, which has kind of puts you in this regretful energy. And I feel like it's again something that the divine has done. I feel like the divine has done this so you can actually take a look to see what is benefiting you and what's not. To see if what you're doing is really allowing you to express yourself the way, yeah, with the star in reverse, is something that you're doing really nurturing you, or is it just satisfying? I heard greed, so it might be something to do with greed, something to feel like with that or something. And with greed, it's not saying that you're a greedy person, it's just talking about the element of greed. And if you don't know the elements of greed, do your research, please. It's important to know what these labels entail. But we have the Three of Cups upright and the Queen of Wands reverse. This could have been a distraction that you got involved with, but with the Queen of Wands, you realized this quickly. This could have been like a reunion as well, or something that you realized was not for you or did not allow you to do what you need to do. What's divine was trying to put show you as well, like when these energies come back, you're unable to do certain works because these energies are very distracting towards you, and it's something about you seeing that again and being pushed away from it. And I feel like the divine gave you this choice, and the choice that you made has allowed the divine to move forward. It's again because you now know what you need, but for some reason, since you know what you need, you still left yourself out in this energy of like, I'll give it another chance, listening to your thoughts rather than your heart. Your heart knew because your heart's your subconscious, the soul knew not to do something, but it's something about you wanting to try to do it anyway because you had all the power and it was not a nurturing decision. It was something that you knew that wasn't it, but you still chose it anyway, especially with the Four of Cups reverse. So it's a path that you chose that you shouldn't have done because it was not beneficial. It was not something that helped you grow. It wasn't something to actually alleviate anything. The divine might be also trying to show you the past cycles that you keep doing and giving you an escape route basically so you don't have to keep repeating these cycles so that this cycle will inevitably end for you because that's the end goal. Yeah, because it's again, it's not you're not connected with yourself. You're not listening to the higher rulings. You're not listening to your higher self giving you these calls of, hey, don't do this. Hey, do this. Don't, worry about this instead of that. Like there's something that you need to really put more focus and energy on that the divine is doing, making sure that you're able to do it this time. Maybe you asked for help, like, oh, I need help with this. I need to have energy for these things. And then the divine started moving things out of your life. And it's because those were taking up the energy that you needed to do certain things that you said you wanted to do. And you might not be seeing it that way. You might be seeing it as something bad. Yeah, with the full reverse, you're very reluctant to take the sleep. I feel like you're psyching yourself out a lot about the sleep as well. And it's just because you don't want to. Like you've grown too comfortable with something, but the divine needs you to move and grow because again, it's just answering what you want. Like whether you want things to move forward in your life or you want more finance or however, the divine's pushing you towards that energy, but you aren't wanting to do it because you weren't told of the whole plan. And that's part of the reason why you weren't told the whole plan because if you were told the full plan, you wouldn't want to do it in the first place. But since you've already put all the energy in, Now it's like you've got to the top of the water slide. Now it's time for you to slide down, but you're like, oh, I don't want to slide down that water slide. Like this is not what I wanted. It's not what I signed up for. When it is what you signed up for, it is what you want. But on the physical, it doesn't seem like that because again, you're looking at things with the physical eye rather than a spiritual eye. You're unable to spiritualize these things, which is causing a disconnect between you and the divine, which is causing messages not to be heard the right way. You're hearing the message, and that's the issue. You're not listening to the message. You're only hearing what you want to hear. You're only wanting your ego to be satisfied when receiving messages instead of hearing the full truth of the matter. And that's something that you need to take into consideration with you being disconnected from the divine. Because the divine is just trying to show you how to move forward, what to do next, what is to come, what you need to do, because it's about you and not someone else. And you want to use that scapegoating logic of putting it on someone else and blaming it on someone else, which is only causing you to miss the entire point of if you want to blame this person, then that's meaning you're giving that person energy. And if that person is attacking you in your life, then you're giving them the energy that they need to be able to attack you. Understand? You need to take accountability for that. Because that's the main cycle that a lot of people are stuck in is that they keep scapegoating someone and then that scapegoat ends up acting as the lamb and then making you the sacrifice again. And that's something that you need to break out of because you want to break out of it. It's not that it's being pushed on you. It's like you keep saying that you do, but and I mean here it is with the Page of Swords. You keep putting in action. You keep putting in the thoughts. You keep thinking, oh, I want to do this. Oh, I want to do that. Oh, I have these thoughts of like leaving this person and having this glorious life. Like, yes, you will, but you need to move forward first. You cannot stay stagnant and then expect something to move for you. Yeah, with the King of Swords coming after the page, the youngest to the elder, you're maturing. This is part of your maturing journey. You have to mature in this way with your soul. The flesh doesn't mature, the flesh decays. The spirit, the soul is what matures. It's the lessons that you learn. And there's something about you needing to learn this lesson by going off on an adventure based off of those thoughts that you're very reluctant to doing so. But you need to take that leap so that you can get on the pedestal that you're wishing to be on. I'm telling you, with the sun, vitality, the child, like this is how you get there. You're working with the inner forces inside of you. You are more than prepared for the sleep, but there's something that is holding you back completely. There is this energy that doesn't want and it's like inside of you because it's again, it's you keep telling yourself, no, this isn't right when it is right because things don't happen to you, they happen for you. And it would not be happening in your energy or for you if you did not need it. This is something that you need. This is something that's going to push you forward. But you are reluctant to believe that because for some reason you keep giving the flesh power whenever you know that you're a divine being. And if you know you're a divine being, then why are you giving a lesser energy your power to overthrow you? Like this is a misuse of power on your behalf if you really want to get down and dirty with it, and you need to actualize that, understand it, and then transmute it. And that's all you need to do. There's no like begging that needs to happen. There's no pleading. It's just you need to be able to stand up and be like, you know what? Yeah, it's whatever. Like you've done what you did. That's okay. You have to forgive your past self. That's okay. Just move on. Like there's nothing wrong going on. Everything's happening according to divine plan. But for some reason, you don't want to take the divine's plan. And they're like, well, you didn't want it the first time. You didn't want it the second time. So here it is this third time. Do you want it? And it's like you do, but you keep your thoughts keep going, oh no, you can't because you have to plan all this stuff out. Yeah. With the Eight of Energies, it's like it's this energy's here for you. It's time to move. This is what the divine wants you to know. It's time to go. It is time to move forward. So what happens? Yeah, I mean here. It's right there with the Seven of Pentacles, but you keep looking back at things. You keep looking at all the things that you have like, oh, but I have all these other things that I wanted to do, and what about all this other stuff? Like you're so worried about working that you're missing the point that you don't need to do that anymore. You're missing the point that you actually need a break, and you're not liking this break. Like you don't understand that the divine is just doing something to actually benefit you and not harm you at this time. Yeah, justice reversed. You think it's some sort of injustice that this tower is ending, that this tower that you put yourself in is in reverse, that it's coming down. Like you don't feel like you need to go through something, but you do because it's something about you not being able to move forward without that. I mean, there it is, the Eight of Cups reverse. You're unable to move forward without some sort of external force pushing you forward, strength reverse because you are unable to lead with your heart. You're still leading with your masculine, with your mind, with your thoughts. So the divine is putting you now in a position where the only way to move forward is with the divine. And they do this out of love so that you know what to do. So this is just the calling of saying, hey, stop, don't be blinded by your thoughts. Move forward. There's more happening behind the scenes than you know. But you only can see what's happening on the physical and that bothers you. Yeah. You're not seeing this victory. You're not seeing this victory and you're being told to let go of this energy. You're being told that it is don't wait. It's don't wait till tomorrow or next week. It's time to move for victory's sake. It's time to move forward. Here it is again with the sun. I'm telling you. And the Ten of Cups reverse, because not moving forward is what's going to hold you back again. It's the Ten of Pentacles reverse too. I'm telling you, you need to be able to move forward. You need to be able to harmonize with yourself. There's this disconnect between who you are, and then who you were, I should say. Because you're stuck in this energy of who you were instead of who you are. And who you were was in a lesser, lower vibration than who you are now. And the divine does not want you stuck in that energy anymore because that's not your energy. That is someone else's energy at this point, really. And you need to be able to trust the divine and move forward. But that is the message. I love you all so much. If you all are wanting bracelets, the spirit from you can hit up Spirit Otter. I got recently three new ones. And they're having a new. You can still use the same link. It's the same code, but every month they're going to have different gems for those months. Um, and these are genuine like high quality bracelets. I mean I've had these and they usually you know how when you wear bracelets for a minute how like the weight changes and it feels lighter. The weight of these have not changed at all. They are very solid. They are very good. um I love them so much. They collect so much energy. These are like really authentic. They're very high quality bracelets. Very beautiful. um, I'm very happy that they decided to work with me. I'm not really good at promotional things, so excuse me on that behalf. But genuinely, if you are looking for high quality um bracelets, hit up Spirit Otter. Otter. They have so many gems to select from. They have zodiac ones, they have pearls, they have earrings, they have these big ones, they have smaller ones as well for smaller like gemstones as well. They are beautiful. They donate $1 um to helps the sea otters as well, other spirit otter. So it's not only just helping me or helping them, but it's also helping sea life if you are into that. Regardless, if you can't, feel free to share the links and the promo codes and get this word out. Not only just to help me, but to help everyone else in the situation as well with the sea otters, and as well as supporting a very high quality living business. But thank you again, Spirit Otter, for willing to work with us over here. I highly appreciate it. If you are wanting any of my services though, readings, books, any of those in that regard, feel free to email me or use the order form and I will get to you. Regardless, thank you all so much for being here, for all the likes, comments, shares, and subscribes, donations included, whether they are energetic or financial. I appreciate them both wholly and fully. I love each and every one of you to the moon and back tenfold and forever, and I will see you later.